Long ago, in the great kingdom of Oyan, where rivers whispered secrets and ancient trees stood like silent guardians, there lived a man with a gift like no other. His name was Adunbi, the moon weaver. Adunbi was no ordinary weaver. While others wove cloth from cotton and silk, he spun threads from the very light of the moon. With careful hands, he would pull silver strands from the sky, weaving them into cloaks that could grant wisdom, strength, and even protection from harm. Kings wore his robes in battle. Priests draped themselves in his veils to glimpse the unseen. Even travelers sought his fabrics, believing they would keep them safe under the night's watchful eye. But not everyone valued Adunbi's gift for its wisdom. Prince Aremu, the heir to Oyan's throne, was a man of great pride. He wanted power, he wanted glory, and most of all, he wanted a robe so bright it would outshine the stars themselves. One evening, he stormed into Adunbi's hut, demanding a garment woven from the purest moonlight, one that would make him greater than all before him. Adunbi, wise as he was, knew this was dangerous. "The moon's light is not meant for pride, Prince Aremu," he said. "If I weave such a robe, it will disturb the balance of the heavens." But the prince, furious at being denied, stormed away, and in his anger, he sought the aid of someone else, someone far more dangerous. Esu, the cunning trickster, saw the prince's rage and granted him a curse disguised as a gift. That night, as Adunbi sat to weave, his hands trembled. The silver threads crumbled to dust in his grip. His loom, once so strong, withered like dry leaves, and high above, the moon began to fade. The people of Oyan cried out as darkness spread across the land. Crops withered in the cold, rivers turned still, and creatures of the night grew bolder. Desperate to restore the balance, Adunbi sought out the wisdom of the river priestess, Mama Okun. With her deep, knowing eyes, she told him, "The moon spirit sleeps on the forbidden mountain. Only she can break the curse. But beware. The path is treacherous." Determined, Adunbi set out. He crossed rivers that whispered secrets, fought through forests where shadows had voices, and climbed cliffs where the wind tried to pull him down. At the mountain's peak, bathed in silver light, stood the moon spirit. She was radiant, her eyes like molten silver, her voice like the wind through ancient trees. "Adunbi," she said, "you wove the light of the moon, but you did not understand its shadow. Light and darkness must exist together. True balance is not found in brightness alone, but in knowing both the gift and its limits." With a gentle touch, she placed her hands over his. Warmth spread through him, and when he looked down, his hands were steady once more. When Adunbi returned, his gift had changed. Now he could weave not just light, but shadow as well. His fabrics no longer shone only with silver, but carried the depth of night, the wisdom of stars, and the strength of darkness embraced. The moon shone once more. The crops flourished. And Prince Aremu, he learned that power without wisdom is an empty thing. Adunbi's legend lived on, not as the greatest weaver, but as the guardian of balance. And so, dear friends, we learn. Power without wisdom leads to ruin, but true strength comes from understanding both light and shadow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tale, hit like, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more African fantasy stories. Until next time, keep wondering, keep learning,